Following on from my last video about what you as an artist can do to increase your pigment retention, I've decided to make this one so that you can be well informed of what your client also needs to do. Permanent makeup is a two-way street, and good healed results need great technique and implantation from the artist, but also the client needs to accept a lot of the responsibility. There are things that a client can do that will absolutely ruin their healed PMU, so you need to educate yourself and your client on what these are and how to avoid wasting both of your time. Hi, I'm Katie Schofield. I'm a permanent makeup trainer and beauty business strategist in the UK and America. If you'd like to train with me, then click the Train in Person link in the description. Also, do join my Facebook group Permanent Excellence, where you can get advice in a supportive environment. If you are continuously getting poor retention, then the first place I'd look is your technique. Bad implantation is never going to heal well, and I don't want this video to make you think you can just put the blame onto your clients. But there absolutely are things that they can do which will affect their results. The first thing to look at is preparation for permanent makeup. It's really important that your client doesn't take anything that will increase the risk of bleeding during their treatment. Bleeding just pushes all the pigment out, and it's really hard to get it to stay. These things include alcohol, caffeine, fish oils, ibuprofen and aspirin. But remember, you cannot tell someone to not take a medicine that they've been prescribed. You're not a medic. But blood thinners will affect your results. Certain medical conditions will also affect the healing. I found people with immune disorders tend to heal less well than other people. If your client has used retinol, steroids, acids such as glycolic acid on their face close to the treatment, they are much more likely to get poor results. They must stop these before. The procedure really is the only part that we as artists have control over. As soon as our client leaves, then it's down to them and their aftercare to decide the healed results. Aftercare is so important for great results. My aftercare for brows involves washing the area twice a day to stop lymph buildup and scabbing. Very few of my clients scab. Just a small amount of healing balm is added to moisturise the area, and if they do scab, I'll tell them to leave the balm off. They must not have baths, swim, exercise vigorously, use saunas or hot tubs, and it's not the water that's the problem. The heat will open their pores and fill the area with sweat, and this will push the pigment out. After all, saline is a removal method, so sweating is basically performing emergency removal on your brows. If your client picks their brows, then they may as well just kiss goodbye to them. The longevity of the brows is often down to individual biology and lifestyle. If your client is out in the sun all the time, then their PMU will fade very quickly. Also, face products they use will affect it too. Making sure your client knows to use SPF is your responsibility to ensure good results. Now that's covered what clients need to do for great retention. Now what about us as artists? This is what this video is about. Use the tips mentioned to implant your pigment properly. That's all for today, and I'll see you next time.